everybody, and welcome to the Upkeep for Monday, November 21st, 2019.
That's right, it's all of the magic news you need in 10 minutes or less.
And oh boy, do we have some big news to kick off the show this week. Some bans!
The standard bans everyone's been waiting for.
Woo! Standard shakeup here. Let's cut right to the good stuff. What's banned in standard, Megan?
Oko, Thief of Crowns,
Bye-bye.
number 1.
Goodbye.
2, Once Upon a Time.
Bye-bye, see you later.
3, Veil of Summer.
Ta-ta.
Get on out.
Wow, green getting hit hard.
Wow. They really,
standard bans.
They really pulled it apart.
Yes, they did. And I think, these are the bans a lot of people have been waiting for a long time. Green has been super dominant in standard, which is, of course, one of the reasons for these bannings. A little too good, as some people would say. I don't mind green being good, but
yeah, this is something else.
Wow.
This is beyond good.
So this is what we have a quote here from Ian Duke, who publishes these articles about these bans. He says, based on data from high-ranked Arena Best of 3 play, only one of the other 10 most played decks, which was Simic Flash, had a favorable matchup against Simic-based food decks. Food decks maintained an average of about 53% in non-mirror match win rates, even with the metagame focused on beating them.
Oh gosh.
Which is pretty damning.
That is a rough.
Yeah.
That's a rough format.
Yes, it is.
But now it is cracked wide open.
Yeah, I'm super interested. What's going to happen now? It's like a whole new standard.
I'm very excited, especially, obviously, for some blue-black control now that Veil of Summer is seeing its way out the door.
I mean, the door is wide open. It's a whole new world.
Yeah, and if you want to hear more talk about that, you can listen to our full-length podcast this week where we talk about some of the cards that we're wildly speculating are going to get some time in the sun with these 3 gone. There were also some other bans. Oko is also banned in Brawl.
Okay.
Ren and 6 is banned in Legacy, and Narset Parter of Veils is restricted in Vintage.
Wow.
You gotta love that uncommon restriction.
Yeah, you are too good at uncommon, Narset.
Yep, just like that Treasure Cruise restriction.
Yeah.
Banned, straight up banned.
Straight up banned?
Oh.
Wow. So Pioneer, by the way, their ban list comes out a little bit later on Mondays. This ban announcement came out really early this morning before we recorded this episode. So we know last week's Pioneer ban was Veil of Summer.
Yes.
Which came out after we recorded that episode. And this week's Pioneer bans have not been released yet. It's probably going to be somewhere around 3 p.m. Pacific for anybody watching that.
And I've heard a little bit of grumblings now from people that are like, okay, you're hitting green really hard in Pioneer, which is starting to feel weird to some people, so we'll see what happens next in Pioneer.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're gonna ban Once Upon a Time, which I think, may be correct, but will also make me very sad. Yeah. Because it's great in Poggles.
We will see. There is a November Arena update coming November 21st. That's this Thursday. They're making improvements to help with crashes, lag, and memory leaks. Those are still their top priority.
So something else super exciting coming with this update that people have been asking for a long time is a friends list!
Yay! Friends list is very exciting.
So you'll finally be able to see when your friends are online and you could challenge them to a challenge match.
Yes. Coming next in that area, chat with friends and the ability to share decks during a direct challenge.
Oh, that'll be cool. So if you don't have the deck but your friend does, they can lend it to you to play direct challenge with, see if it's the kind of deck that you want to personally invest in.
Yes. They also say later in 2020, they'll begin adding remastered versions, only including the most relevant cards of older sets to Arena, with the goal of working towards Pioneer there someday.
Yeah, so that's something that's like long-term goal for them. Pioneer's still a long way off from being included on Arena, but this is the first kind of indication that we got from Wizards of the Coast that they are making it a priority for Arena to get there some point in the future. And doing it in these remastered sets. So it's gonna be like cram 3 sets together or whatever, stuff them together with only the cards that we need to care about.
Yes. 20 new cards were added for Historic in this update, plus new card drops coming every quarter. Ranked best of 3 queues November 21st through January 15th, a Historic best of 3 tournament at the end of that ranked season, and more competitive events coming in January.
And it's really interesting too, the cards that they decided to add to Historic.
Yeah.
Because they're not like the bangers that we might have assumed. Like we're not seeing Bob,
Yeah.
We're not seeing Worm Coil Engine. We're seeing stuff that's a lot more focused on, you might be able to use these cards as role players in certain kinds of archetypes.
Yes, Soul Warden is one of, Soul Warden and Sarah Ascendant is one of the interesting ones to me for sure.
Okay, we'll make a life gain deck.
Mind Stone, Kiln Fiend.
Yeah. ornithopter
happening.
like
Sure.
it's a lot smaller power levels that I think enable cooler strategies rather than some really hot bangers.
Yeah. Next up, War of the Spark Forsaken, the book, was released. The update is that it's bad.
We're laughing because the reviews have not been great
No.
about this book.
Everything from the content to the writing quality
Yes.
is just across. You know, you really gotta admire the consistency and that none of it is good.
So a lot of people were specifically upset because there's a passage in the book that essentially just took this burgeoning Nissa-Chandra relationship, which had been, you know, on its way for quite a while in the Magic story, honestly,
Yes.
and punted it straight into the ground. And it was done in a horrible way that essentially was by erasure of Chandra's sexuality, and it was just really, really bad. And
Just across the board. It is bad. There's not another word for it.
So I think that's a swing and a miss from Story on Wizard's part.
Yes.
And
You specifically wanted to highlight the use of the phrase "I girl," which I believe Johnny says.
yes. It's one of the more bizarre things that I can imagine anybody ever saying.
No
Leonin or
person.
not.
No person or cat person
Aye, girl.
says that.
There's been a little bit of reaction also from
Anyways.
Wizards of the Coast employees who are like, hey, we don't feel good about this either. We're going to have some internal discussion about what to
Yeah.
do from here on out because, yeah, not good.
Yep. Next up, Mark Rosewater says that internal data indicates Commander might currently be the most played constructed Magic format, but that it is far from a majority. Especially since they're not counting extremely casual kitchen table.
Yeah,
games.
that's pretty interesting, and it's
Yeah.
something that I've kind of suspected for a long time. Commander is huge right now.
Yeah.
And to get this kind of non-official, official confirmation of that is super interesting.
It's pretty cool. Finally, the original Black Lotus sketches are up for sale
Yeah.
for just a low. If you are
You got
Are
$1 million burning
you
a hole in your
millionaire?
pocket?
cool, then you can head on over there.
So the person selling these, it has been like confirmed that these are real. They are seeking offers in excess of $500,000 for the 3 pieces with a guaranteed sale if the offer is exceeding $1 million. And they're going to be giving 10% of the sale price to each of Chris Rush's, who's the artist of Black Lotus, 2 daughters, as well as both of his ex-wives. So
Wow.
that's pretty interesting. And
Yeah.
it's really wild. You can see pictures of these. I'm going to put it in the video version too, but it's really cool to see like the genesis of where this iconic card came from.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
All right, well, that is all of the Magic news for this week.
If you want to, you can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/GLHFMagic and our full-length podcast, Good Luck High Five. Next week, hopefully, I won't have a cold.
Any Patreon donations made this week will go directly towards buying Maria tissues.
Thank you.